Shalom. Welcome to the fourth shir on Machlokas Rishonim on Sefer Devarim. We're going to look at a fascinating machlokas between the Cheskuni and the Ramban. It sort of jumps around a little because the commentary that we're going to be using is not necessarily on the pasuk itself that we're studying. So on your own, please study pasuk Aleph through Gimel of Perek Daled of Sefer Devarim. That's Parshas Veschanan, and we're going to skip right to the machlokas between the Ramban and the Cheskuni. Okay, the Ramban is found on pasuk Gimel. Okay, and he says, and you're going to look for the Ramban. Excuse me while I find it. Usually had it right. Okay, here we go. It's the Ramban on pasuk Gimel. It's the only thing that he says. Okay, the Ramban says as follows. You're also going to need a Cheskuni. We're going to use in a minute. Now that Moshe has warned against adding or subtracting from the commandments in general, Moshe comes to caution them about the details of individual commandments. And he begins with the prohibition of Avodah Zarah because that's the root of all other commandments. Okay, so his point is that after Moshe finishes rebuking Bnei Israel, and he gives and warns them of the principles of the mitzvos, meaning adding or subtracting, now he tells them about the details. Let's look at the Cheskuni. The Cheskuni says as follows. This is the Cheskuni on pasuk Aleph. Okay, so the Ramban was on pasuk Gimel. The Cheskuni is on pasuk Aleph of Perek Daled. V'ata Yisrael l'reisha de Sefer Kai zachor v'yistakel ki achareisha asal lacha Kadosh Baruch Hu v'matan Torah v'ad achshav kol hatovos alalu atach yichasta lefanav. Right. So this is talking about the beginning to the end of the pasuk. It says that remember, after Kadosh Baruch Hu did all these great things for you, right, and gave you the Torah, right afterwards on Matan Torah, what did you do? You got him angry. Right, come upon him. It wasn't just at the golden calf once we got the Torah, but all throughout the Torah we find Bnei Israel getting Hashem angry. Right, and now I'm being stopped, right, from going into the land, and it's taken us a while to get here. So now I'm going to explain to you all the mitzvos. Now that I've told you how the destruction that you put on yourselves by not being able to cross into Eretz Yisrael for 40 years, you were stuck in the desert. Now listen to these words of all the mitzvos. Take from them a lesson that you should do the mitzvos and listen to Hashem. And all will be forgiven. So the point of the Cheskuni is here that he's explaining that now Moshe is going to get into the details of the mitzvos in order to show Bnei Israel that if they follow them, all will be forgiven, and they won't have this burden of their father's sins on their back the entire time. Fascinating machlokas as to why Moshe is explaining all the mitzvos of the Torah. I suggest you analyze it. That's where the true wisdom will be borne out, and I can't wait to hear what you come up with.